Wow. Wow.
Wait. Why is that R&D room level? Okay, watch what happens with the hats.
Tony makes the arc reactor in the cave. How much power does this thing generate?
This pizza is not worth it.
He does this poorly. I think we can improve it. Leader, overseeing.
Of management, very good.
Tony modified his private jet. Why? What's going on here?
What do you mean? What other modifications do you see?
So I see it's a 737.
Okay.
I see 737 engines, wings. But then he's got this tail structure. Like, what are we doing?
Instead of having the single tail, he's got that split double tail.
Yeah. So you got the split double tail, and there's an additional engine. This is an engine intake.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Having that central midline engine. Center engine?
Midline. Yeah, sure. It's just what a maintenance nightmare.
What do you mean?
Okay, so these when you need to do maintenance on the engines, you pull it into the hangar, and these engines are hanging down right above the mechanics on the floor of the hangar, factory floor.
That's right.
Not a factory, right? And they can open things up, take a look, point, whatever.
You take off like the I guess metal. You take off the cowlings, the air shaper, the outside skin, and then it's like a human height, so the person doing maintenance can work on it. Yeah, that's a good point. Like those are easy to access.
Yeah. So this one in the back, it's like, well, first off, where is it? You got to like open it up, and then you're like on the crane, you know, and then you got to like lean over. If you got to take the whole engine out, you bring it in the big crane. Like, what a pain! You can't even look at it. You got to get in there. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and I guess if you're working on the side engines and it's something heavy, you can get a forklift and lift it there. Whereas if if it's like human weight, human handleable, you can just get a person to carry it. Whereas in this midline engine, the center line, that's like, you have to think this plane is sitting on wheels. So this is, I don't know, 15, 20 feet up in the air. Like that's not suited for humans to work on this thing. As you said, you need a crane or some type of like scissor lift. And what a pain.
What a pain. And then like he modified the tail section. So instead of having a single tail, he's got two tails, which it's like a full engineering rework.
Yeah.
Of the whole structures of the plane. Why? What does this get? Is this better than just a regular old 737? I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, good point. So I guess the tail for the 737 has this big rudder. A rudder? I don't know if it's called that for the planes, but it like does left-right movement. And so I think he loses that because he only has these little tips, like effectively wing tips, but on the tail, which I guess is okay, right? As long as you do bank turns. But does he need this big old tail rudder on his plane? Can he just do bank turns?
I don't think he can just do bank turns because
what do you mean?
When you're coming into land, you don't want to be banking.
Okay, yeah.
Slight adjustments.
You need like
right?
If you're not coming in straight, you're coming in at a slight angle. You can't be like, oh, let's bank our plane. No. You just need a small adjustment to straighten up to the runway. That's a good point. And can these little tails transfer all that force? I don't know. That's iffy.
I don't know. Yeah, because look at the size of the tail here.
Right.
Versus the size of the two tails here. It seems so much smaller. What? It's cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I mean, he's so rich. He's like, I want to change the 737, which is already a bit much of a business jet to begin with.
That's true. Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm going to do these modifications. And I'm not sure it enhances performance that much. I think just throw on an extra fuel tank or something, extend the range. That's about it. That's all you need. I mean, what is this?
But it does look futuristic. It does look like, what is this? It's one of the American, the drones that we have. It's like it, and it loiters for a long time. I think it's the Global something.
Oh, the Global Hawk.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
this thing.
Yeah.
Northrop Grumman. Yeah, so it's got this like centerline engine and these two tail things.
Yeah. It looks okay, I see it now. It looks really cool because
it was super cool.
Yeah, like this these two tail things and the centerline engine very much looks like
very Tony Starky.
Like this too.
Yeah, so if the Global Hawk is doing it, and that's a more recent design than the 737, then do a little Venn diagram thing. This Tony plane.
He's just so wealthy. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just get a G6 off the rack. Come on.
No, that's for common rich people. We're not doing that.
I mean, unbelievable. Tony Stark shows off the Jericho missile. The safety is awful. There it goes. Off the rail. Cluster bomb.
Cluster, yep. Super cool. The Jericho.
So cool.
What do you mean? What's the problem with the safety here? Seem to be fine.
Okay, first off, you got like high-ranking generals. I see 4 stars.
Yeah, 4-star. A 4-star colonel and a 2-star.
So pretty high-ranking dudes. Look where the missiles are relative to them. It's right
off
there.
To the side. Oh, wait. Okay. So naively,
going.
that's off to the side. But if there's any problem, they're next to explosives.
Right. So if it gets stuck, it's like whoosh, but it doesn't
countdown
move.
Started.
And then it's like boom, like whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
like why not just set this down like a mile down the road? Why not?
Right. And then okay, so there's that. If it gets stuck on the rail, something goes wrong and explodes right there. That's not good. Everybody's going to die.
This is high command.
Right? Also, comes off the rail. Look at where the exhaust is.
Kind of where they're standing. So they're going to breathe in whatever that chemical combustion is.
Or if it accidentally makes a right turn.
A right turn.
You know?
Okay.
Right turn, sending the exhaust right at them.
Yep.
So they could get hit with. This might even be toxic stuff.
Yeah, because you don't make weapons for like eco-friendliness. You make weapons to do weapon things.
Yeah, so that's not good. Then it's unbelievable. It's a cluster munition.
Yeah. Wide area dispersal. Oh wait, why is this? Okay, we don't use this for crimes against humanity issues, right? Because say if one of those is a dud in terms of like the fuse, but it's still live. It doesn't detonate. Yep. It doesn't detonate, but it's still live on the ground. So you don't want cluster munitions because there's a risk of undetonated stuff, right? Exactly. What do you mean? Why is that a safety issue for these guys? As long as it goes away from them, like okay, right?
Okay, well so there's like the humanitarian aspect, but I guess if there's one of these goes in an errant trajectory, that could be very dangerous, because they're so close to the range. And then how close are they? The explosions hit downrange, boom, and the shockwave hits them. Bam, hits them. Bam.
Ooh, okay. It hits them. Okay, we could have timed this. It hits them in like maybe 2 seconds.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
2 seconds, 3 seconds. So the speed of sound is 343 meters per second. So that means we're like a kilometer. A kilometer, right? So that means we're like, what is that? Less than a mile.
It's close.
That's pretty close.
Right. And it's like if you know your explosive yield of your warheads, your demonstration people should be, I don't know, if you have a safety margin of 1, double that.
Double that. Yep.
Or at least triple that. Something like have this huge safety margin so nothing could go wrong. That they're like within the blast radius of these explosives. So dangerous. If one, instead of hitting here, hit here, right, you could be in danger.
Right. And even if they're not in the immediate like combustion or even in the immediate shrapnel range, you see this pressure wave coming at them.
Oh yeah, because it could like kick up. That could be shrapnel or kicking up rocks and stuff into their faces.
Yeah, just rocks,
hitting people.
Yeah. Heck, even just sand, because let's play a little bit more. Even if it's just sand coming up from right in front of them.
Yeah, see
that hit everyone in the face, right? Did they all have safety glasses? Can we pause it? Can we get there?
Okay, I think nobody has safety glasses, but people do have glasses.
They have like sunglasses, which aren't necessarily rated for safety stuff. And then there's that guy right in the middle of that 3-star general in the back there. Yeah, nothing.
And this guy
keeps going. Nothing.
So they're glasses, which really, really help, but also they're not safety rated glasses, and they have people with no glasses, sand coming up in their face at high velocity. Like, holy crap. What are
people
we
going home with scars? What are we doing?
It's like
this is like top
I can't
brass
see.
people.
Yeah, I can't see. What happened? I got sandblasted in the face during a demo. Like, what?
Like, but it was good. It was a big old blast. Like, we're investing money in these people.
Yep.
It was to the point where their hats got blown off. Actually, I think I got that in my video. Can we look at that one?
Sure.
Yeah, the Jericho. Okay, watch what happens with the hats.
Okay.
The Jericho.
Okay. The hats flew off.
Okay. Two things. One is when we see Rhodey. Look, count the hats that fly off.
Okay, we'll go frame by frame here.
Yeah. Okay. I saw 3.
Okay, hold on. Let me get that exact. So I see his hat's coming off. His hat's coming off.
And the guy in the back. So from left to right, there's Rhodey, the 2-star, and the 1-star.
Okay.
3 hats. 3 hats are leaving heads.
Yep.
Okay. And when we cut to the next angle,
keep going. Okay.
1 hat.
1 hat. There it is.
What happened
right here?
What in the hat gate is this? What is that? This is a fake recreation of the explosion.
That's right. It's 1 hat. These guys, their hats stay on. They should be off.
Right. This is an unsolved Marvel mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened here.
Yeah. Hat gate.
Also, the guys in the front didn't lose their hat. How loose is this guy's hat in the back row here that loses his hat? Is this somebody else's hat?
No, it's his hat. Definitely his hat. I see hat on head.
Yeah. No. I mean, like he got into on this location wherever they're testing. He's like, I didn't have a hat, so he borrowed somebody else's, and it's oversized, 2 sizes, like a super loose hat.
I see it. Yeah, I mean, it must be because everybody else is nice and fitted. I wonder what his rank is. Is he even in the
further forward? Yeah.
There we go.
Right there.
This guy.
He's a 1-star.
He's a 1-star. He's pretty up there.
Get your uniform organized.
Get your hat.
Although it is sitting a little low there, right?
It is sitting a little low. Maybe
it's loose.
Maybe it's loose. It's not quite right.
And maybe these 2 guys in the front, Rhodey and whoever this 2-star is, they lost their hat, but they grabbed it. They grabbed it out of the air so quickly, such that when we look at the other angle, like you don't even see it. Like they
flew off in the air and they did an immediate turn around and grab. No way.
Right. Well, look at the other angle. It must be so fast that we don't even see it.
It's only 1 hat. That's right.
Right. That's some Naruto stuff. Like grab it out of the air super fast.
Oh.
Look at that distance. Look at that distance at which the hat flies. We are standing too close.
Way too close. Look at this. This dust. Unbelievable. I mean,
okay, so one time I had to ride a motorcycle in the rain, and so my visor was all fogged up. So like, what do? I raise my visor, but then raindrops at 65 miles per hour. It's like needles, like in your face. It hurts. This is the same thing, but it's actual solids. This is like actual dust, actual sand particles, like in your face.
Yeah,
this must have been awful.
Must have been awful. Tony Stark, come on now.
Tony Stark, although impressive.
Good.
It's good salesmanship.
And the Jesus pose.
This is Iron Man in the cave, and he started DC. That car back there, what is it? Okay. Yeah, like he's like just now figuring out what's happening.
What is this?
That is an electromagnet hooked up to a car battery.
Okay, what do you mean he started DC?
I mean that in his chest there's an electromagnet. There's some type of shrapnel that's in his heart, and I guess it's barb shaped, so it inches further into his heart as time goes on. Yep. And so in order to stop those pieces of metal, I'm not sure what type of metal, in order to stop those pieces of metal, that the scientist dude installed this electromagnet in his heart, and it's hooked up to a car battery. But a car battery is direct current. It's constant voltage of whatever car battery, 24 volts. I don't remember car batteries.
Might be 24 volts. Yeah.
Yeah. So this thing is a DC operated electromagnet, which I'm surprised by. Because in an electromagnet you have copper coils that are wrapped up into a cylinder called a solenoid, and you push current in there, and then it makes a static magnetic field, or constant magnetic field. And so I'm just surprised. I'm surprised that this thing is operated in a constant magnetic field through a DC battery. I would imagine that you need some AC field.
Gosh, so and I guess the only time I would think that a DC static field would work to stop these shards from moving is if the shards are iron, magnetized iron at that, right?
Right.
Because then the DC field would attract I don't know if these. Let's see. This is the shard, and this is the magnet. They should move, or at least be held in place by the magnet if they're magnetized.
Right. If they're magnetized. Yeah. So, but I guess that is true if they're magnetized. If they're not magnetized and they're moving in a magnetic field, there are eddy currents. Eddy currents could be what's stopping these objects, these barbs from going in, and they don't need to be like eddy currents work on metals, not necessarily magnetic metals. It could be any metal as long as you have electrons that can move pretty quickly. Like this is like classic physics demonstration when you take like an axe or like a ball and you swing it like a pendulum between magnets.
Yeah.
And so if you use a piece of wood, then the pendulum swings nice and easy. But if you switch it to a piece of aluminum where the electrons can flow, then you get changes in flux. You get some Lenz's law stuff going on, and then like the axe like slams to a halt. Yeah. And so is that what this thing does in its chest? I guess.
I mean, so, gosh, if it's a conducting metal that's non-magnetic,
you
have to create eddy currents to manipulate the motion. But typically, it has to be pretty fast motion to create eddy currents of any substantial size. So this is pretty slow moving stuff, right? Because it's like metal shards like wiggling their way through his tissue, getting closer to his heart or some danger zone. That's really slow. So this is like
okay. I have a caveat for that. So it's usually a fast swinging object because what we're trying to do is conserve the magnetic flux that's going through the metal, right? Okay. And so the magnetic flux is a product of the magnetic field strength and the area. Yep. And since what we need to do is conserve the magnetic flux, or you could say minimize the change.
Yeah.
Then it's the high velocity that generates this large force. Okay, but you could have slow velocity if the magnetic field is big enough, like a huge magnetic field. You could have an eddy current for a slow-moving object.
So you're saying this magnetic field is enormous in his body cavity here, and the shards, if they are non-magnetic, even if they move a little bit, they get locked into place a little bit because of the eddy currents, which might be enough to stop it from wiggling to a danger spot in his body.
Right. Which maybe makes sense. I'm not sure. We're thinking about it right now. Which maybe makes sense that it's a car battery, because a car battery can supply a huge current. Whereas if you had the same voltage but stacked up out of these little like 9 volts that you put in your smoke detector, like no, those things cannot push enough current to generate a huge field like that. Maybe this makes sense.
Okay. And now that I'm thinking about it, I hope the shards aren't magnetized iron. Because if you turn on an electromagnet and this is misaligned, it's going to like have to rotate, you know? So, and then it's going to like
slice them up
from the inside out. That would be bad. So hopefully if they're non-magnetic, it'll feel, a resistance to motion through an induction type thing, which it doesn't do this rotatey business. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Plausible?
Maybe.
Plausible? Maybe.
Plausible. Okay.
Maybe.
Tony makes the arc reactor in the cave. How much power does this thing generate?
It's a miniaturized arc reactor.
But what could it generate?
3 gigajoules per second.
That could run your heart for 50 lifetimes.
It's a
3 gigajoules per second. What is that?
Sounds okay. 3 gigajoules per second is 3 gigawatts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Weird that he says joules per second. Just give me a watt. That's what it is.
Just give me a watt. Yeah. So to me, that sounds okay. It's a tiny little device. Hella power. What in the world?
Yeah.
So let's look it up.
Okay.
How much power does a city use?
Okay, so you're saying like let's get some scale on this to figure out
exactly
is this a big thing or not?
A mid to large U.S. city can use between a few gigawatts and tens of gigawatts with an estimated power use of 1,000 to 3,000 megawatts. So it's 1 to 3 gigawatts per million people.
Oh,
so
he's got a power plant for an entire city in his chest.
In his chest. So like a million people sized city will use the same amount of power as being generated by the Arc Reactor.
The one that he made in the cave.
In the cave. This is a literal like mini power plant. Like holy hell. What in the world?
We never find out what this is fueled by. Like what's the energy in? I mean versus the energy out. The energy out we say is 3 gigawatts. But the energy in, as far as we know, like it just runs. And so Tony comes back to the US and he's like, I'm gonna keep this in my chest and only for me. Like he could totally revolutionize power for the entire planet.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
That's the kind of rich person I want to be. Like power for me.
I mean, and it's only for his little heart thing, at least for now. It's unbelievable.
That's right.
And later there's no heating problems. It's like not dissipating heat. It's like getting super hot.
3 gigawatts of purely functional power. No heat waste at all.
At all. And I guess it's not generating 3 gigawatts right now when it's sitting on the table. But it can generate up to 3 gigawatts as needed.
Okay. Sure.
So he's like, I'll use a few milliwatts now. It's like dialed right in. Like, whoa, what the heck?
Oh yeah, it ramps up as needed. No extra. Like you don't have to throw away any energy.
Wild stuff.
Incredible.
Then in the prison, let's take a look at the parts and the inventory they have.
Okay. Oh, this is the cave. You're just saying like what tools did he have available to him in which he made his arc reactor?
Exactly. So let's start at the beginning here.
Okay, frame by frame it. Yeah.
So I see this thing, which looks like there's like a gas supply here.
Yeah.
Maybe like
a fuel
acetylene or benzene. Not benzene.
Okay. Butane. Is that what it is? Bend?
I don't know.
Bend 1X?
Bendix.
Okay.
Bendix.
Yeah. Canister for Bendix. Like, okay.
It keeps you flaccid.
You don't get too hard. Okay, I see a motor up top, a DC motor of some type.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And on the right, some capacitors, some old capacitors, but
those
are
like
big, like a farad or more. Like holy cow!
Right. Yep, I can see some screws and some. This is like a rubber chain on some gears,
belt stuff.
These look like some sort of heat exchangers or protection.
They look like baffles to me,
baffles,
like the type of thing that you would put in, like if you wanted to slow down gas expansion, you put these in there so that the gas has to like wiggle its way through.
Okay, interesting. I see that.
Yes.
There's some sort of integrated circuit.
Yeah, some chips from like a calculator or something.
Okay, nothing too fancy here.
Fancy.
Got these metal plates with some seriously questionable welds.
Yeah, some real trash welds.
Yeah, I'm not a welder, but I have
but
no
you can
idea.
still recognize a bad weld.
Okay.
Oh, crescent wrench. I got those. Yeah, crescent
wrench. Solid crescent
it
wrench.
looks like an
soldering iron.
Yep, like the base. Yeah. And an angle grinder there. Sure.
Yeah. And then the most important tool is the coffee.
Yep. Go juice. Yep.
Yep. Go juice. Yep.
I see a micrometer. Yeah, exactly.
Still in this little velvet case.
Got to protect it. It's a precision tool.
Precision tool. That's right. Maybe some structural stuff here.
Yeah, I guess so.
This thing. My God.
Mm-hmm. The thing on the right, that cylinder looks like a camping propane tank.
Okay.
It's the right size, maybe a little bit dark. Usually they're green, but yeah, it looks like that.
And is it being used? This is the cap right here, right? Shouldn't there be a hose attached or something?
Yeah, it's there available for you to plug in if you need it.
If you need it. Maybe it's just mid construction, so eventually one of these hoses will be like whoosh.
That's right. That makes sense because you don't want to like energize your system until you're ready. So leave it unplugged.
That's true. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see this looks like an electromagnetic motor or something.
Yeah. It kind of looks like an alternator or a rotor and a stator type thing. It takes like rotational energy and turns it into electrical.
Yeah. This doesn't look homemade because I see precision. I don't know what you call it.
You're not standing there winding. You're not doing this by hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 1,000 turns. Like I'm not. I'll just buy the thing.
Yeah. So I think this whole thing is from a bunch of off-the-shelf components put together.
Oh.
Yeah. Got one of these.
Okay.
Here's a. Wait.
A clamp.
Is that a clamp? Oh, it is a clamp.
Yeah. Like where your mouse is like that rod and then these red bars like they split and you can tighten it up with that turny guy.
But I think it has a ruler though. But I see like a, I don't know what you call it. It's not, these aren't parallel. The arms aren't.
That's okay.
Parallel.
They don't have to be parallel there because it's not for precision stuff. It's just for like that bottom one you can lower down and then you can put in your pieces of wood or whatever, then keep them together while you put your drill your screw through it. Sure.
I see. But I was thinking the ruler might be. There's a ruler with tick marks here, but maybe
measuring
it's just for
length, I guess.
Measuring length, but it's not precise. But that's fine.
That's fine. One of these chemistry Sparky Boys.
Yep, Sparky things.
Yep.
Yep, and a brush.
Of
course.
Common welding tool.
And then what is he doing here? Is he welding? What is this?
So this looks like an acetylene torch.
Okay.
And it even has like the oxygen line and then the acetylene line, right? And then cool. I think he's cutting. And so not welding, but he's like cutting through the whatever steel he's working on.
Oh, I see. Here's the plate.
Yeah.
And he's cutting pieces. What a shitty cut. Isn't that a shitty cut?
Oh, yeah, it's not great.
Like, look at this. It's like all edgy and then it's not even a straight line. It's like got a curve to it and then a secondary curve.
It's not even like a single smooth curve. Yeah, the secondary curve. Yep. Not the best.
Not the best. He's not.
I think you can weld with this, but he's not welding right now. He's cutting.
Good safety glasses.
I don't like those.
You don't like them? Why not?
I don't like them because they protect your eyes, but from the plasma in the cut, you will get a face tan out of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you want like UV. The full mask?
Yeah, at least I do. I want a full mask.
Is this necessary for this kind of cutting?
I
don't know. Because I associate this stuff with welding. If he's just cutting, is that necessary?
Right.
I don't know.
I think so. Because I think you get right at that tip there. I think it gets super hot, super bright, and I think that intensity is not good for the eyes. Although now I'm kind of iffy. I think you should.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay. Gas bottles in the back.
Let's looking up a gas bottle.
Yes.
This is maybe gas for the torch that he's using.
Gas. That is not a lot of torch time. It's not a lot of gas in that bottle.
Yeah, it's like you got a minute burn time, and then you're
make your cut.
You have to
line it up. Yep.
Yep. Then I see some out of focus solder here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what that is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, honestly, solid home hobby shop.
Right. So pretty, I don't want to say primitive tools, but like these aren't like high tech tools. Oh, and he makes some not just incredible stuff, like out of this world alien tech with these fairly basic tools. Honestly,
the most advanced tool is that micrometer. Like it's a precision instrument. Yeah.
That's right.
It's like
that's right.
Micro scale, whatever. Yeah.
Because these things can get quite expensive because of the precision needed, and this is like probably what, 1/10 of a millimeter, 100th of a millimeter precision.
It's God, you did in metric. Yeah.
Oh,
a thousandth of an inch. That's how I work.
Yeah, pretty cool shop. Incredible what he's able to do.
I mean, honestly, I would be super happy if I had that stuff at home.
The terrorist leader gives him an implausible timetable. Unbelievable.
You have till tomorrow to assemble my missile.
So the terrorist leader is like, you have until tomorrow to assemble a missile. As he like only like large countries with like specific R&D programs can put together a functioning missile for the military. With like, hundreds of people, thousands of people, and he's like, get it done tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much guaranteed that Tony's like, all right, then tonight I'm escaping. Right. Because you put an impossible timeline on me. Like, my only option is to escape.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I
It
got.
gets even worse. It gets even worse because they have the henchmen on the monitors, like monitoring Tony and his sidekick's work, making sure they're working on the missile. Let's just watch.
Assemble my missile.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
So he's like forging stuff.
Forging stuff.
You have to
So, in what universe is this?
do tomorrow.
I see
They're like, he's like, work on the missile. Work on the missile. And the guys on the monitor is like, did you just put a mask down on the table? Like, what?
Yeah. He's like, make a missile. Okay, so I'm expecting some type of tube. And so, and I'm expecting you to like roll out some sheet metal. Like, no, he's hammering. Like, what are you hammering, dude?
What are you hammering?
And then the end result has a face on it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like a full on dome. It's not.
Yep.
It's like half of one because it's a face mask only. It's not like a full on helmet. Full on helmet. Okay, maybe that's the head of the missile, but this is half of the head of the missile. Like, the security guards really blew it. Like, why is he putting a face onto the missile? Like, and this holes when this missile is flying in the air, it's like phew, like a whistle sound. The whistle sound is intimidating. Maybe that's what they think this is.
Okay, what if the guards at the security station monitoring them, first off, asleep at the wheel? Second off, if they weren't asleep at the wheel and they kicked the door and like, what are you? Aren't you working on the missile? What is Tony's like alibi? Like, oh, this is a missile part. Like, what?
Okay.
No,
you put the mask on the missile because it's more intimidating. Right? It's a weapon. Just like on the airplanes. I think we don't do this anymore, but back, I don't know, even like 20 years ago, you were allowed to put a like a eagle face on your fighter plane. Yeah, right. Like psychology of your weapons matters.
It's like there's no tube anywhere, there's no tip anywhere, there's no fins anywhere. What's priority one when the missile is due tomorrow? The intimidating front mask.
Yeah, right. Because if a missile is flying at you, and in like the 20 milliseconds you get before it explodes, you see a face, you see a mask. Like, what is this tube guy coming at me? Intimidating weapons. Yeah. Oh, I mean, okay. Hey, wait. We're doubting Tony, but his entire profession is building weapons. He knows what he's doing.
True. He knows what he's doing.
Unbelievable.
Can you imagine a missile program? It's like, what do we? Whoa! Stop! What are we working on first? Intimidation. Let's get those decals and the front of the missile in ready to roll before we even work on any missile.
I mean, what's a realistic timeline for a missile development? 20 weeks? 19 of that? Face mask.
Intimidate. I mean, paint job as well. Hey, let's get full intimidation.
Yep.
Gosh, these terrorists in the desert. They need Tony to build the missile, but they seem pretty organized. Why don't they do it themselves? They got a retrieval team. Look at them, organized, picking up parts.
Specific roles, teamwork. Got these technicals.
So they saw that Tony like took his suit and flew away, but then crashed it into the desert. And they're so organized, they knew where that was. And they're so organized that they're like, we should go pick up the scattered debris because we might be able to reverse engineer something from all those damaged parts. Like, what kind of organization? What you're saying. This is awesome.
So you're saying like they view themselves so lowly that they're like, we need this outsider to come build us a missile. But actually, they're pretty good organization. Because they're sufficiently organized that they have like a retrieval team, like something's out in the desert, go get it. And not only that, it's when Tony was like when he blasted out of the city, it was some ballistic trajectory, and it's hard to tell where things go in the desert because it's like, is it over this sand dune or the next one? Did it get buried by sand? So that means that they like watched Tony get blasted up in the air. They recognized his projectile motion. They saw him falling down, and they like calculated that it's going to be over in this region. Like go over there to search for it. Like that requires some know-how.
Exactly.
These guys might actually be able to build a missile if they believed in themselves.
Right. They don't believe in themselves. Unbelievable. He's got his evil glasses on. Not only do they have a retrieval team, they have a reverse engineering team. Look at these guys at work. Leader, overseeing.
Of management, very good.
Look at these guys working the problem. Why are these guys not able to build the missile that they need? Look at these guys. They know what they're doing. They have some training.
Right.
What?
I mean, it is not an easy task to reverse engineer some other person's work, especially if it's a prototype where things like don't need like lock into place, it's not perfectly fitted. This stuff requires like this reverse engineering of this very custom suit requires a lot of imagination. These guys have it.
Yeah. And you gotta know like theory and engineering to like what problems are they trying to solve, because I'm trying to figure out what problem he's solving so that I can figure out what kind of design he used to solve that problem. And there's many problems being solved in this suit. So they've sort of got drawings and back and forth. They got to communicate. Like this is hard.
No joke. These guys have some talent in their ranks.
Yeah, and they got a marketing team.
This is only a first crude effort.
I mean, this is a demo room. They stood up the suit in whatever prototype form they've got. They've got like some candles, and it's a whole room dedicated to this. And you got refreshments.
They have these fluorescent tube lights. They also have candles. Like the candles are unnecessary. This is like a mood thing. This is somebody thinking about psychology. They got a psychologist on the team. They got a marketer. They got advertising on the team.
That's right. You don't just set up this like demo room out of nowhere. No, you have to be thoughtful. And refreshments.
We're still in business. I will give you these designs as a gift.
He's pouring the guy tea.
Or the guy too.
I mean, yeah, they don't have all the resources in the world, but they've got a demo room. They stood up the suit. They got some mood lighting. They've got refreshments as much as they can handle. They've got like this thing set up with some schematics on board. This is what the engineering team's working on.
You don't have to be rich to be successful. You got to be clever and believe in yourself. I think that's the final component that these guys don't have. They don't believe in themselves.
They don't believe in themselves.
They can make a missile if they wanted.
That's right. They're like, we need Tony Stark to do it. It's like, what? How much do they? They're so low self-esteem. It's like, put these guys on it.
This is a learned helplessness.
Yeah,
they have never built a missile themselves. They've seen other people build missiles, and therefore they think we aren't able to build missiles. Like, no, believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. You're a terrorist. Believe in yourself.
Get it done for the freedom of your people.
The Arc Reactor reminded me of a Takomak. Is that what this is?
The Arc was never cost effective. We knew that before we built it. We built that thing to shut the hippies up. That's a publicity stunt. We haven't had a breakthrough in that in 30 years. The Arc was.
Can you first look up what's a Takomak? What are we talking about?
Let's look at what a Takomak is. It really, really reminds me of a Takomak. Let's take a look. Takomak. There we go. Actually, did I put some pictures? I did put some pictures. Here's a Takomak.
Okay, what is this?
So it was one of the original designs for making fusion power.
Oh, okay.
And you make these solenoids. These are the blue rings to generate a very strong magnetic confining field for plasma that you can bring up to super high temperature, which would then fuse, but then it doesn't explode outward because it's confined. I think that's generally how it works. And then you can pull energy from it. I'm not sure how that works.
Magnetic confinement fusion. You got to get particles dense enough together so that they can fuse, and you could do that with like explosions, but then that's like done once that's done, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you can use these structures with a bunch of different magnetic field shapes that can control a plasma.
Yeah.
That's the idea of a Takomak. Okay.
Yeah, and I think this is a live picture of it working.
Oh, that's cool.
So here's the donut shape that goes in a circle all the way around.
And it's probably red because they're probably fusing deuterium and tritium, which red. Yeah, red.
I'm unfamiliar with what hydrogen should look like, but I guess that's red if we go back to chemistry class. I don't remember.
Yep, thank you. Yep.
Yep. So that looks like this. I see donut shape. I see confined. I see, which looks like magnetic field confinement. I see plasma throwing off light in almost the exact same way that this is.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is at the very least inspired by real world Takomaks.
Right. And a Takomak even gets there's time frames involved as well, because the Takomak was originally, let me zoom in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Was what's the 1934?
Yep.
Was the original.
Yep.
Oh, that's the first fusion. Where's the first Takomak? 1950s.
1950.
We're looking.
Start building them.
Magnetic confinement.
And like the meme about fusion technology is that it's always 20 years away.
20 years away. So yeah, we're talking about this started like 50s, maybe 60s, and they're like, we'll make one, 70s, we'll iterate, we'll be there soon.
Yep. Like, and problems here. We'll get in the 80s. Like problems here. We'll get in the 90s.
So what's this guy's name again?
Obadiah.
He says we've been trying this and we've not made any progress in 30 years.
Stunned. We haven't had a breakthrough in that in 30 years.
Not a breakthrough. Okay. Yeah.
Which is exactly the Takomak timeline.
Exactly.
It's like they made it kind of works, and then they don't have any breakthroughs, and it's just people continuing sort of do research. So okay, so I don't think it is a Takomak. So what is this thing? Do we even know?
What is an arc reactor? I don't know. So somehow, if I remember this thing powers all of the research city of Tony Stark's like development area. Yeah. So it's somehow generating power, but not well enough or not economically enough or something to make it wide scale across the country.
Yep. Is it related to the in the Avengers? There's the Tesseract. Is it like pulling energy from another dimension or something?
I want to say no, just because Iron Man is a very like tech based franchise. This guy, right? So I would be super upset if he's like, oh, but actually you go inside and here's this magic stone. That breaks Iron Man's character. But I guess I don't know. But actually, maybe. I mean, maybe if no. In Iron Man 2 or 3, I think this thing was made by Tony's dad.
Oh.
So maybe Tony's dad did Avengers Magic Stone stuff.
Okay, I don't know. I know it's like this is supposed to be science based, but within the universe, there is this like access to other dimensions that powers things like the Tesseract. So if that could be found scientifically, and then that could be manipulated and used scientifically, like it's nothing that exists is really outside the realm of science. If we can always find it and figure out how it works.
Right.
That's science.
So magic becomes unmagic once science knows how to explain it.
Right. So even though it sounds fantastical, maybe there are other dimensions that you can pull energy from. And if you we could use science to find out about that and then use that for a power source. Maybe.
It stops being fantastical. It becomes tastical.
Yeah. And then it becomes a power plant so I can play my games. And that's it.
Yes. Yep. To run AI for my gaming machine.
That's right. Exactly. That's all I need.
I am confused about what's going on in Tony's chest cavity.
Okay.
Wire under this device, and it's contacting the socket wall, and it's causing a little bit of a short. I just want you to
pulls
reach
out
in,
the original.
Just gently lift the wire. Okay. Great.
There's like a hole in his chest.
You know, I don't think that I'm qualified to do this.
No, you're fine.
She's not.
You can do great.
Brutal.
Is it too much for problem to ask? Because I'm.
Okay.
I really need your help here.
Hand goes in.
Oh, there's pus.
It's not pus. It's from the device, not from my body.
It smells.
Yeah, it does. Wire.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Look at the volume in here. So in his hand is the old. He's pulling out the old arc reactor. He's putting in the new reactor. Let's go to all the beginning. Okay. So at least that coffee cup, I guess, right? Coffee cup sized. That's the volume that needs to go into his chest. Okay. And then he pulls out the arc reactor. We see into his chest, into this cylinder of, I don't know, aluminum or stainless steel. I don't know. The cylinder inside his chest. And then Pepper Potts puts her hand into his chest, like up to, I guess, this far into her hand. Can we get her hand in his chest?
Let's get it. Let's get it. Right here.
Yeah. Look at that depth. How far she's putting in. She's like fingers deep. Maybe even can she get even a little bit deeper?
Let's see if she can get a little bit deeper.
Even deeper. A little bit deeper.
Oh, she's actually
going in. I think that's as far as she is. About there.
No. That's it right there.
Okay, not quite wrist, right? So like normal human-sized hand. That means that volume in his chest is empty.
Yep.
Right, but I mean, I'm not a biologist. I'm not like a human anatomy specialist, but shouldn't his heart be there?
Yeah, it does look super weird, right? And we got some of these anatomy pictures.
Yes, perfect.
It's like right here. This is like the size-ish.
Yeah.
It's impinging on his heart quite a lot.
Right?
That this yellow is the heart. Right
like
there.
I understand that the arc reactor is supposed to keep metal shards from going deeper into his heart, but isn't it occupying the same volume where his heart should be?
Yeah. It's even worse on the side view. This is how far deep it goes. Like this is this part right here is the heart.
Right.
Which you can barely see because it's completely impinged by
that cylinder.
The soda can. Yeah,
the soda can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah. Weird, right?
If it was like in his abdominal cavity, you can make space because the organs are like they're like attached loosely by fibers of some variety. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a human. I am a human. I'm not a human anatomist. But here in the chest cavity, I thought things are pretty locked in place. Like it has to be there.
Yeah. Right. So he'd have to push the heart like to the side,
right?
Which is then going to compress all this other stuff. And then it's going to be like beating next, like against the soda
cylinder,
can.
The soda can, yeah.
It's going to cause so many problems, I would imagine.
Wouldn't this extra volume inside his chest cavity, but above the diaphragm, wouldn't this, if he needs to make space, wouldn't that constantly like push his diaphragm out of the way and give a hard time breathing? I'm guessing, right?
I can imagine it would be very uncomfortable
to breathe.
To breathe. And gosh, if you breathe in, which is going to push into this lung, it's going to push your heart against this.
Right.
You could like faint.
So it's like shallow breathing forever, I guess.
Yeah. Or just lock this, take this lung out, lock it down, just have one lung. And you can fully breathe. Heart goes over here, lung goes over here.
You can breathe with one lung. I mean, we have to. It's just, I guess the same efficiency, just less total volume of air.
Yeah. Okay. It looks super weird. Look at that.
Right?
This is like the middle of his chest.
Like, where's his heart?
Where's his heart?
I don't know.
She took it.
Oh, I see what you did there.
This is Tony in his lab. He does this poorly. I think we can improve it.
Okay, let's do this right. 10% thrust capacity, chief lift.
Like, what is he doing?
Okay, first, can you tell us what he's doing? Then what do you mean how we can improve it? What are the problems?
Okay, so he walks onto this like central area, and he's going to test. Is it the thrusters of the boots or thrusters in his hands? Let's see.
I guess the boots.
It's the boots.
Hands are for controlling.
Hands are for controlling, so it's the boots. So he's got a thruster in each boot, and he wants to test if he can hover or at least turn them on the boots. This is his test scenario. He's not sure all of the specs yet. Like, what's like if you dial it up to 5%, how much thrust is that? Dial it to 10%, how much thrust is that? He doesn't know.
Right. Super exploratory.
Right. It's very exploratory. So probably not a good idea to go full thrust from the beginning.
Which he doesn't. It goes to 10%.
Goes to 10%. So, but if you don't know how much thrust it's going to generate, 10% of what, that could also be bad. So
10% of like 10 billion is still a lot. We need it much smaller.
So he hits go, and it throws him, which that's going to kill him.
It could have killed him. Yeah. I mean, he could have hit his head and just wrecked his neck, and he's now dead. Yep.
Right. So this is like concrete or something really hard.
Yep.
Certainly the floor is like concrete.
I mean, I think these are also tall ceilings, so even if he didn't hit the wall that hard, he's still dropping like 12, 15 feet.
Yeah.
Not good.
And I hope there's nothing back here. It's just flat floor.
I mean, as you said, it's concrete. It's workshop stuff. Yeah. It's not like, I mean, carpet's a little bit better, like wood's a little bit better, but this is concrete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I would do is, I have this graph here.
Okay.
So let's say he wants to get up to 10%. So this yellow line represents how you would turn on the thrust.
Real slow.
So you have a small ramp up at the beginning. You max out your ramp up, and then you bring it back down.
You like asymptotically get up to 10%.
Yeah. So you do a slow, gentle ramp up for the first part. So if you've underestimated how much thrust there's going to be, you can really shut it down. Shut it down. All right.
You can kill switch it when it's still at 1%.
Right. So that gives me time to react to if I've underestimated.
Yep.
And then if I feel good, I keep going, and then I flatten out slowly at 10%. So everything's nice and smooth.
And then if you're like, oh, that wasn't that much. If you're like, that wasn't that much, the next time you do the same thing up to 20%. But the whole time you get this slow ramp up so you can kill switch it whenever you need.
Right. So something goes wrong, whatever, you can kill switch it. So this is the thrust versus time, I don't know what you would call it, shape that I would use. Curve, that's a better term, that I would use when doing this test. Instead, he does like a 0 to 10 insta turn on.
Go for it, 10%, whatever that is.
Yeah, watch this.
10% thrust capacity, chief lift.
Like,
yeah,
that's real bad.
I'm not going to accelerate my car from 0 to 60. I'm going to go 0 straight to 60.
Gosh, that's right. What are we? It's like I want to go to 20 miles an hour in my car, so I put pedal to the metal and go to 20 miles an hour. But why didn't I just, if I'm testing the car, I just ease it up there?
Yeah. I mean, the analogy is not quite right because cars can only are designed for like human accelerations. It's like my car with 30 rockets on it. how powerful are these rockets? Like, I don't know. Let's get it.
Let's hit it.
Can we try a test run with one rocket? Like, what are we doing?
Well, actually, right. If he puts 30 rockets on his car and he's like, well, I don't know how much the rocket is. Let me light 3 because that's 10%.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything about the thrust of the rockets. So you're like, that could just, those rockets
it's like a rocket taken straight off the space shuttle. Like, okay, one of those is still going to be a lot.
Yeah. When
I saw the scene, I thought, why didn't he just tie his feet to the ground? Right? Put like a heavy steel chain tether.
Okay. Let's do this.
So even if the thrust is a lot, but it's not so much that it breaks tether, you hover a few centimeters off the ground. Like, all right.
Okay. I see it. Yeah. So if for this situation, he would just let's get to the good point.
Put a fat old bolt into the ground and chain your feet to the ground. So that way, if you hover and it's like more power than you expected, you're still only a couple inches off the ground. You cut it off your thrust, you fall to the ground, no problem.
That's right. So the chains or the whatever the bands get taut, but you don't go anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's also because it's an exploratory phase. You got to do that. And we've already created
am I smarter
2
than Tony
improvements. Stark? Yeah, 2 safety improvements for his test. What was Tony Stark? What are you doing?
Heck yeah. That's why you should always invent in teams. 2 people. That's right. 2 people. 2 people at least.
Yeah. Do all your inventions on Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams. This pizza is not worth it.
Went that bad, huh?
Just because I brought pizza from New York doesn't mean it went bad.
Sure doesn't. Oh, boy.
Would have gone better if you were there.
Went that bad, huh?
What's wrong with the pizza? I want some.
Okay, so he lives in Malibu, and Obadiah has a bad meeting, and he's going to tell Tony Stark some bad news, so he brings a pizza from New York, because New York pizza is the best. But to get from New York to Malibu is like a 5-ish hour flight. This is 5-hour-old pizza. Like, wouldn't it have been better to just drive down the road and get me a fresh pizza, like hot fresh pizza? It's not like, not New York, not Ray's Pizza, but like, I don't want some cold pizza. Okay. I will eat cold pizza, but if I don't have to. If I can get pizza down the road, he's in Malibu. This is in civilization. We can get pizza nearby. What are we doing?
Okay, the reason you're wrong is because there is no substitute for Ray's Pizza. Like, there is no substitute. Right. It's either Ray's Pizza
New York
or no pizza.
I'm walking here. This pizza, thin as crust. Like, we can make crust thin here. What are we doing?
No, it's just
he's like a billionaire. He can't get nice pizza there in Malibu.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Is it better to have fresh pizza that's 90% as good as Ray's?
Okay.
Or Ray's Pizza that is
original, authentic, the signature.
6 hours old?
6 hours old.
Because even if you have like a heating oven in the aircraft that you're flying.
Keep it warm, keep it fresh. Yeah.
By keeping it warm, it's still
dried out.
At some point, you're running into the fact that it's old pizza at some point. It's going to start to dry, harden.
Exactly.
the oil is going to start to seep off. It just won't be right. There is, even if you have a heating oven, it's just not going to be the same. Get fresh pizza.
Right, fresh pizza. I mean, okay, and he's not in like the forest somewhere. He's not in the middle of the desert. He lives in Malibu. Like, is there a pizza place nearby him, like the New York pizza place? Maybe he's not the most extreme, perfect, authentic, but it's like pretty good.
You know what they should have done, now I'm thinking about it, is take the cook from Ray's and simply fly him out here. And I'm sure Tony Stark has a pizza oven and a fully decked out kitchen.
Yeah.
Have him make the pizza fresh here.
Like, hey, pizza guy, pack some dough, get in my plane.
He's like, I can't go
because
I don't have the time. It's like, we're super rich. I'll give you several thousands of dollars to do this. He's like, hell yeah, let's go.
If you don't get in my plane, I'm going to buy out the whole building and shut you down. Get in my plane. Right? He's rich. Rich people do things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Wild, right? Right? It's actually insulting that Obadiah didn't buy the restaurant.
It's insane.
Buy the restaurant. What are we doing?
I mean, Tony is going to be like, what? You're giving me old pizza? This sucks.
Yeah. What are we doing?
It's cool if you're poor, but not if you're rich.
College student? I'm not a college student. Get me some fresh pizza.
Yeah.
See Pepper Potts' body language? She's like, I'm not a part of this.
I'm not a part of this.
I don't want to take any claim to this. No credit to me. I don't want this.
This is embarrassing. He's eating cold pizza just to relive some childhood memory.
Actually, for childhood memory, I would do it for the nostalgia reasons, but only nostalgia reasons. I'm rich and get fresh pizza. What am I doing?
What am I doing?
I could buy the nearby Domino's and carve it out, and get the pizza guy in there. What are we doing?
I mean, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, in Tony's little lab basement, where does he get his supplies?
I mean, like McMaster.
I mean, okay, look at this leg here. All these little precision actuators.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He's not inventing precision actuators in his little lab. He's buying them off the shelf, right? So
even if he is a brilliant engineer, absolutely brilliant engineer, he's not engineering every spring, every actuator, as you said, every motor. He's not. At some point, he's buying stuff. He's saying, where is he getting this?
Where's he getting this stuff? Like over here. Like he's not inventing the little rocket motors in the lab.
Oh no, he's taking existing components and configuring them in a new way. So buying them. Okay.
And the optics, like he's flying over the ocean right now, and he's able to zoom in on these kids on the Ferris wheel on the Santa Monica Pier and just see a crystal clear picture. He's not building the lenses and the optics himself. No way.
He's not making an OLED display. Like you buy the OLED display as a component and you just plug it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got maps. He's not like gathering the map data himself. He's like pulling that in and storing it and displaying it, right?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's the problem here?
Okay, so Tony Stark by himself, he's buying actuators, he's buying rocket motors, he's buying optics. At some point, the government's gonna be like, is this? This is a terrorist, or what's going on?
Yeah, like what are you doing, sir? Like, what are you? All your components could be equally a missile. Like he's on a list for sure.
For sure. Like getting missile components, weapon components.
Okay. But to counter that, he is a weapons developer, so it kind of makes sense that he would buy this, right? And so since the government, he sells to the U.S. government, they might turn a blind eye. Like, he works from home sometimes. As long as he makes good weapons, like, all right, do your thing, dude.
So are you saying like he buys it under the Stark Industries label, which is an approved company,
that's a different
and then siphoning resources off to his home lab?
Yeah, that could be it too. Okay. So so if the Stark Industries buys all these weapons components, and the government's like, all right, that makes sense. They're a weapons company, and they make weapons for us. So yeah, do your thing. But to get it shipped directly to your home, that's sketchy. So maybe Tony, as the CEO, as like, it's my company, like I take home whatever I want. So he orders it through Stark Industries, and then he just takes some home in his car. Yeah. Like who's going to yell at him? It's his company.
So he may not actually be that brilliant, is what you're saying. He's rich, and he has access to all the components that he may need as an inventor that would not be accessible to a regular person on the street.
Right. A regular person on the street could be brilliant, but they're like, where am I going to get these special custom components that are small enough to fit inside this boot? No
Right.
chance.
So there's like regular geniuses running around, but it's like they can't get access to all this stuff. So,
Right.
they don't get to be Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a regular genius, but he's like, they're stuck changing their own oil.
Yep.
Like they don't get to have the oil fixed for them by Audi in the background, and then they can spend their free time building armored suits.
Armored suits, yeah. Get this tank operator in an R&D room. My God. Like, wow. Wow.
Wait. Why is that R&D room level?
Okay. Tanks shoot green shells, not red shells.
Yeah,
Definitely not blue shells.
It's like projectile, not homing, seeking stuff.
Right. So as soon as it leaves the barrel, it's just going where it's going.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah. So that means the trajectory of this thing is determined by gravity, air resistance, spin of the thing, because it's going to do some might do some curvy stuff, depending.
Magnus effect.
And yeah, there's the Coriolis force that's going to slightly deflect it relative to the surface.
And some stochastic wind stuff. It's like if you have a precision rifle and you shoot 3, 4, 5 times, it's not the same spot. There's deviations.
Yeah. So there's a lot of error involved with that. And he's here comes Tony Stark as a small target high in the air, moving and turning. It's not just a straight line motion. So it's a small thing in motion with a curve to it. He's straightening out here. Straightening out. Gets hit.
Bam! Like body shot.
So that means this tank operator got the trajectory down, got the air resistance down, winds, spin, Coriolis, all of that, and anticipated Tony Stark's trajectory of a curve to straight, so that he lines up this shot for a tiny target way down range, like holy hell, and nails him. Nails it.
Okay. I'm gonna add 2 more things to this. One is that I don't think tanks practice shooting man-sized objects.
I don't think so.
Because it's like tanks versus tanks. You don't get like an airplane shooting down like a single person, like on appropriate scale stuff, right? So this, I don't think, I suspect that the tank operator doesn't have any experience shooting like such a small target. Okay. And then also, do tanks practice shooting things in the air? Like never, right? Like you never
not
like,
anti-aircraft.
There's a jet fighter. You better shoot that with your tank. Like no. Like tanks shoot things on the ground. So this means that this gunner was like just eyeballing it, just some Kentucky windage, just like guess, bam.
Yeah, he's doing something he never was trained for and he
aced it
in a vehicle using a gun that's not meant for anti-air. That's a green shell, meaning no homing or anything, and fucking nails the shot.
Nails it.
This guy's brain is on a different level.
Oh yeah, this guy should be the tank instructor for all future tank gunners because he's got something in his head that's like calculating, bam. Never done the shot before. And this cannot be the second shot. This has to be the first shot because if he shoots once, Tony's like, oh, somebody tried to shoot at me. I'm going to go mess them up. Like you have to hit him the first shot.
Right. He could even do random evasive maneuvers after that, and then you can't hit him.
Yep.
So like Tony should have been like, stop the battle. Go. I need to go get that guy. Bring him over to Stark Industries. Who did that?
Get you on my team.
Down there.
Obadiah is the bad guy in this movie, but let me tell you why he's actually good.
That's the least of your problems.
Killed that guy.
Credit the armor and the rest of it.
Yeah, clean him up.
All right, let's finish up here.
Finish up.
Set up Sector 16 underneath the Arc Reactor. Recruit our top engineers. I want a prototype right away.
Wait, that's pretty evil. What's good? What do you mean?
Okay, let's break it down little by little. Here he is. He's done some non-lethal technique to disable the terrorist leader.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good. Okay, disabled
good?
leader,
He's
and he was
killing
nice
somebody.
about it. Yeah, but he's killing the terrorist guy. The terrorist guy kills lots more people. That's a net good.
Okay.
Okay, and then he instructs his guys, his elite guard, to kill the other terrorists. So now he is single-handedly, I guess, with his assistants. So he's the leader of this elite tactical team and guys in the black taking out a terror cell. Isn't that a net good?
That's true.
Like, are the nearby villagers like, thank you, we've been trying to get rid of this terror cell, but these guys have the guns and we don't. Like, he's helped out that community, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what about
16 underneath the Arc Reactor. Recruit our top engineers. I want a prototype right away.
This is activate Sector 16. So he's like, we're going to do some research project. We're going to do some science, technology, engineering, mathematics. He's investing in the STEM. That's great. He could be playing around with crypto, but instead he's putting money into the sciences. That's great. Right. And he's like, get our top engineers on this. So he's shifting personnel. He's creating jobs for people. That's great. That's good.
So,
why don't people like him?
So you're saying he kind of feels evil, but if you actually look at what he's done, taking out terrorist leader, taking out terrorist henchmen, which saves villages nearby and stops new terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
And
the terrorists aren't growing farms, right? The terrorists are not
right.
growing farms, which means they're siphoning their food from the nearby people. Right. These guys are bad guys. And exactly as you said, he's creating jobs. That's great.
Yep.
That's great. Give people jobs. That's great.
And he's not just a financier creating jobs of like, spreadsheeters and pushing numbers around. No, he's actually like building something.
Like, let's get the people that we train to be smart. Let's get them in a room to do smart stuff, invent stuff, like make things, like make products, like do it. This is good.
So he's saving the world from terrorists while creating jobs and creating new technology to make the world a better place.
Yes, and some of that technology, yes, it is currently weapons. Some of it will fall out to become civilian technology. Like, you have an armored suit. Well, now you can go deep sea diving and do underground welding or take care of the fiber optics that's carrying the internet across the ocean. That's great. One day this becomes technology for like space exploration. There's your armored suit. You can survive in space. That's great. It comes out of the sky.
Great. Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, can't argue with results. That's true. You got to look at the outcomes, not the
spirit of the intention. No, the lighting makes him look bad. The music makes him look bad, but like his actions are good.
His actions are. I can't disagree.
There it is. You get it. Is this a valid way for the boss to react to the engineer? I'm not sure.
To power the suit, the technology actually doesn't exist.
Wait, the technology? Here is the technology. I've asked you to simply make it smaller.
Sir, that's what we're trying to do, but it's impossible.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
I'm not Tony Stark. To power this...
Okay, what's the problem?
So I'm not sure if it's a problem. It's just my question is this is a reasonable reaction? And so Obadiah is like yelling at the engineer, but he's asking the engineer to miniaturize the arc reactor.
Okay.
So my first thought is miniaturizing technology isn't a guarantee, because technology on different scales could actually employ different physics principles. Yeah,
sure.
So for example, like when you get things small, your macro scaled physics can cross over to quantum mechanics. In which case, the device, the actual miniaturization of the device, is a different device. So on the other side of it, this arc reactor might need to be big, at least in the way that this thing operates.
Okay.
Like the mini arc reactor that Tony Stark makes may be a different principle.
I see what you're saying. So they have an arc reactor that they're trying to miniaturize, but the tech could be wildly different because of the two different sizes.
Right. And so Obadiah's like, make it smaller. And the engineer's like, I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
The second layer of this is that the engineer has never seen the small arc reactor. Right? So he's only seen the big one. So he's like, for the last 50 years, we've been using this big technology. And then Obadiah's coming in and saying like, I've seen it. Trust me. Make it smaller. And so then this engineer, he's like, in my world, in my brain, I've never seen it smaller. I don't what do you want me to do? You want me? It would be like saying, back in the 70s and 60s when we had these big like bedroom-sized computers, and then one guy's like, "I've seen a cell phone do that," and all the engineers are thinking, "No, like you can't do that. Computers are big. Computers are the size of bedrooms."
They even may think it's possible, but they don't know how to get from A to B because it's just such a leap.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And so then Obadiah is coming down here. It's like, do it. And the engineer's like, you want me to do what? This is crazy.
I guess what a good example is like storage. If you're back in the day, storage was on like magnetic tape.
Yep.
And he's like, I've seen an SD card. It stores, a terabyte in a tiny area. Do it. It's
do
like,
it.
I do magnetic tape. Like I can't even conceive of the tech. It took people 30, 40 years to get there. And he would just be like, I can't miniaturize the magnetic tape any more than it's been miniaturized. I'm stuck.
Yep. And then the boss is like, but I've seen an SD card to do it. And the engineer's like, can you show me it? Can I see it? I might get some ideas if I've seen it. But otherwise, I'm just going off your word.
That's right, because he could take apart the SD card and look at like, okay, how does it work? And then he might not have the tools to make the SD card. But like if Tony had it in the cave, though.
Right. So that's my next idea. Okay. So Obadiah is like, do this thing. And the engineer is like, I'm not Tony Stark. But maybe you have to get in the mindset of Tony Stark in order to see things the way that Tony sees it. Because then you may have the ideas that he has. So I mean, this is like if I lose my keys, what do? I close my eyes and I like imagine like what were all the things that I did today? When was the last time I needed them? When was the last time I had them in my hand for sure? Where do I usually hook them up? And then eventually I figure it out. So maybe the science, then like the STEM engineering team, they need to like sit down together, turn off the lights, like get hydrated and like work it through. Like, who am I? I'm Tony Stark. These are the things I like to do for my hobbies. I like to do this thing. And maybe it'll make sense to them.
I mean, I think that's right because Tony Stark invented this miniaturized arc reactor in a cave, which means it's possible in a cave. If you're in this big lab, it's like you're not thinking correctly. So get it. Put yourself in a cave. Like you could actually literally go to a cave.
Yes,
and go into the cave.
And it tunes out all the outside world. You're not thinking about like, oh, I got to get home at 5 o'clock because my kid's got a soccer game at 6. I got to have him, feed him, and then get them out there. Like, no. Like, isolate. Go live in a cave for a week with your team. Talk about like, well, okay, these are the things that are available to us. Yeah. Instead of having all of these tools in the laboratory where you have like all these possibilities, all these options. Have you tried? Has Obadiah tried sitting down all the engineers with like the things that were in the cave? These are the tools accessible. Because when you have a limited set of tools, you start thinking about how can I use this limited set of tools in creative ways. Right?
I mean, yeah, but I could also imagine you need the pressure that Tony Stark felt.
That's a very good point, because if you don't have pressure, like heck, if my mother-in-law is not coming over, I don't need to mow the lawn. I can do that next week, whatever. But if she's coming, there's pressure. I'm gonna mow it right now, because otherwise I'm never gonna hear the end of it. So maybe they need to have like a terrorist, pointing guns at them. That's a lot of pressure, right? That is the pressure that Tony was feeling.
That's right. So they should be doing the work in the cave with the limited tools, at gunpoint.
I mean, actually, even better than that, because Tony was making this arc reactor to save his life, because they had to like keep the shards out of his chest, out of his heart. Yeah. Maybe if these engineers had that same pressure, they had like shards inserted into the heart, then they would be able to get into the right mindset in order to get their creative space in their head, and they might solve it.
I mean, even better than just putting the shards there, let's set off a shrapnel grenade and embed the shrapnel that way, so they get the full PTSD treatment. That's
right, because maybe Tony's creativeness is some type of cranial hemorrhaging, maybe, right? And so you throw off this grenade, and if you have 50 engineers and enough of them survive, then they'll have this heart condition and they'll be able to work the problem.
And that's equivalent to Tony losing his squad of soldiers that he had camaraderie with. He loses some of his team, but that's okay, because that gives him that mindset.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we grow in our situations that are very tough, that are challenging for us. That's how we grow as people.
Yeah. And then maybe under those circumstances, he could miniaturize the arc reactor. This is a management problem. Maybe Obadiah should look inward.
That's right. Instead of just yelling at your employees, give them the situations that they need to thrive.
Mm-hmm. Hire the terrorists you need to hire, throw people in caves, eliminate some of the team with a grenade as necessary to get the job done.
Okay, it sounds crazy the way you're saying it, but if this was a technological leap for all of humankind, would it be worth it?
Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Absolutely worth it. This scene made me question human anatomy. Obadiah, he's got the arc reactor, plugs it into his version of the suit.
Very nice.
Cool power up. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going?
Okay.
Okay, what's the problem?
It surprised me. Can we get right to the end there? So Obadiah's, he got his own suit. He plugs it in. He very much copied. He copied Iron Man, Tony's suit, where he put the arc reactor right on the chest. And here it is. Yep. Here it is, right in the chest. And so to me, that seems like a very exposed location to put your power plant. Because if someone shoots you, it's like right there. It's going to get damaged. And then my suit powers down. I can't. I'm out of the fight. And I'm like out of the fight and like trapped in this suit. So it seems strange.
It's like a video game boss where it's like super powerful, super strong, super fast, but he has that one weak spot that's glowing. You gotta
exactly. And it's literally glowing. Like that's the thing you're going to shoot.
Yep.
Okay, so that made me question, why is it designed like this? Why wouldn't you put it in your backpack? But actually, if you have your power plant in your backpack, you can't assess if someone's targeting you. Like someone could shoot you from the back and you just power down. You're like, what happened? So actually, chest might make the most sense. Because
you're saying it gives you more situational awareness because it's in front of you. You can see it.
Exactly.
So you know where it's pointing and where it's at and who's it exposed to all the time.
You know what's in front of you, who's trying to shoot you. You can see targeted threats, and then you can defend it. So also it's like down to how your arms work. Like if you try to defend something in your back, like that's a hard reach. But in front of your chest, that's an easy reach. And so since these suits are designed for human operators, you want to tap into that. Tap into like the learned biomechanics, the learned mechanisms of if you're human, you have a heart, which is something you need to protect, and like your whole body is designed to do that. And so then you put the power plant, the suits on the chest, where humans are readily skilled and ready to defend. I mean, maybe it makes sense.
Okay. Well, but why not put like an armor plate over it?
Okay, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, right. Yeah, put an armor plate on top.
Is there heat problems? Maybe.
Even if there's heat problems, you put an armor plate on the front of it and put a fan. put a fan pushing air on it.
That's right. Yeah, just get some airflow going and put a little armor plate. So like a bullet would go dink,
dink. Not a problem. Okay.
But the placement
makes sense, kind of. yeah. The placement makes sense.
Maybe iteration 2. Let's put an armor plate.
An armor plate on top.
Yeah. I think Tony Stark messed up when he was falling. So it's very high up.
2%. We are now running on emergency backup power.
Running out of fuel. Okay, what's the problem here? It looks like he made it.
So he did make it, but he's running on emergency backup power. Yeah. Which means he has limited, essentially, fuel left for his thrusters. I think he's hovering here.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to hover high, hit terminal velocity as you fall through the air, and then when you get close to the ground, then turn on the thrusters.
Okay.
There's really no point in using the thrusters high. You're just wasting fuel, right?
So let me see if I can break it down. So you're saying instead of having this like stages as he was coming down, he should just free fall, full send, free fall, and then at the very end, heavy thrust.
Exactly. Conserve your fuel. Okay. And the reason I think so is because you have air resistance, which is going to give you terminal velocity. So if you fall, hit terminal velocity, and then hit the thrusters, and then fall again, then you hit terminal velocity, hit the thrusters.
I see what you're saying.
You're not slowing down at all past more than terminal velocity would give you by using the thrusters high. So fall, hit terminal velocity as long as you can, and then hit the thrusters.
So he should do what skydivers do and open up, spread out, get as much drag as you can, use that drag for as long as you can, and then thruster at the very end. And that is because of that drag, that is different than resetting for your height from a new potential energy each time.
Exactly.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly right. Interesting, because he's like such a genius, and then he like dropped the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, it's panicking. He's falling.
That's fair.
You know.
That's fair. I've never been in that situation.
Yeah. If I was panicking, I'm not gonna be like the physics. Actually, I might try, but I might not. He might not be able to think clearly enough.
I 100% would get it wrong, and then at the end be like, "This is what I should have done next time."
next time, if I make it.
Yep.
So, the only thing I'll say is if there was no atmosphere, then I don't think it matters.
Yeah, agreed.
So if he was on the moon and he's falling, I think just taking away energy from the fall is going to work, no matter where you do it, because it'll slow you down, and that slowdown accumulates.
Just the same. It's the same as slowing down slowly, like increments, is the same as slowing down all at the end if there's no air
resistance. But on Earth, you have air resistance. You can use the air resistance to maximum as much as possible. Save fuel.
Yeah, utilize it.
We're supposed to like Agent Coulson, but he's lying to us.
Here's your alibi. You were on your yacht. We have port papers to put you in Avalon all night and sworn statements from 50 of your guests. Just read it word for word.
Nothing about Stane here.
That's being handled. He's on vacation. Small aircraft have such a poor safety record.
That's kind of flimsy, don't you think?
This isn't my first rodeo, Mr. Stark.
I mean, he's lying, but to protect the people. What's the problem?
I'm the people. Like, I'm looking at all these events happening at Stark Industries, and they're lying to my face. I'm like, what's going on at Stark Industries? There's explosions, rogue leadership. There's suits flying everywhere. Like, what?
Yeah.
This is a weapons manufacturer. I need regulation. I don't need lies. What is going on?
But they're lying to cover up things that were dangerous that shouldn't have happened, that the public is not ready for. Oh, public's not ready for it.
A weapons company is doing some seriously dastardly stuff, and then using the government to lie, to cover up their bad behavior, selling weapons to terrorists, doing illegal research, and I'm supposed to like them? Get out of here.
I mean, their name is S.H.I.E.L.D., which means they're shielding us from the bad stuff. That sounds like the good guys. It's in the name.
Sounds like they can do whatever they want, because I'll just do whatever they want, hire any weapons they need, and then lie about it later.
Ooh, I see what you're saying.
And then me as the public, they're like, we need to go fight the aliens. Later on, we need to go fight these bad people. And like, but the public's like, well, what did they do? Just trust us.
Just trust us. Like, they're bad. We're in S.H.I.E.L.D. We're the good guys. We can say whatever.
How do I know? Yeah, how do I know? I don't know. You're just telling me to trust you, but you're lying and covering everything up. I don't know who's right and who's wrong.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. If there was ever a call to arms, like, we need every red-blooded American to get out whatever your gun, go fight the aliens, and then it came from these guys, but then these lies here were exposed. I can't trust you. What if the aliens are actually good guys?
What if they're good guys? I don't know. You keep covering everything up. You killing people. You say he died in a Cessna accident, but it was actually an evildoer. Like, what?
But that Cessna never existed. That's right.
How do I?
Like, you're a full-on government spook. Why should I trust you?
Why should I trust you? I don't trust you. But then I could conspiracy theorist if I question it. Like, what? I can't. This is ridiculous.
That's right. That's right. If somebody was in a different room across the way, and they saw Agent Coulson saying this stuff, and they're like whistleblower, I'm telling the truth about. Like, no, Coulson would bury that guy.
Right. So you're like some YouTube channel, and he's like, I actually know the real story. Obadiah who's selling weapons to terrorists, and he was the one who caused the explosion at Stark Industries. They're like, he's a conspiracy theorist.
Conspiracy theorists. Like, I got the internal security footage, and then I'm going to leak it out to the world. You got about 5 minutes where you get swatted.
Yeah, you're done.
Yep.
And these are the good guys? Okay.
Don't trust his smile.
And the secret ending. Imagine you're back in 2008.
Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. Who the hell are you? Nick Fury. Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
Okay, you're saying put myself in my own shoes back in 2008, like when this first happened. Okay, first of all, secret ending. What?
Oh, don't you remember, like in the 2010s, all the Marvel movies were making billions of dollars and all this? Every movie, you'd have to sit through the credits and get to the end for the secret ending.
I'm not a movie researcher. If somebody in my friend group wants to go watch a movie, like, hey, let's go. Sure. I'm going to hop in. I'm going to freestyle it. So I remember distinctly, like, why are we not leaving? There's going to be a traffic jam. Like, I want to get to the car quickly so we can leave and go have dinner. And yeah. So I just was not expecting this. But then, like, the whole room, like, people are sitting in there.
Yeah. God, and this was like the beginning. Like, we know now the Marvel Universe blew up in the 2010s and was huge and billions of dollars and a huge, pop culture franchise, the whole thing. This is the beginning. So he's dropping like Avengers and like S.H.I.E.L.D.
The whole universe. He uses the word universe. Marvel Universe. I was like, what are you talking about, universe? Like, all we saw was a rich dude build a suit.
It must have been like, holy crap, they've got like plans for this whole thing. It must have been awesome to see the secret ending, because most people probably didn't know it was coming. Like, a few stragglers sat behind. They're like, oh, what? The theater? It's there's something.
There's more here going
starting
on?
buzz. Yeah.
And then also he says Avengers. But I mean, personally, I didn't know Avengers. Like, I have no idea what it was. And I did watch Iron Man cartoon whenever I happened to catch it on broadcast television. So I was aware of Iron Man and I was aware of War Machine. So like, I understood earlier when Rhodey's like, oh, War Machine, like next time. But Avengers, like, no idea.
Yeah, I knew of Iron Man before all this, but I didn't really know anything about it. I was Batman, Spider-Man. That's what I knew.
I watched the Justice League. Oh, that was dope.
Yeah, I watched X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah. Oh yeah, Super X-Men. But not. I guess Black Widow. Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Green Arrow. No, he's not Green Arrow. He's Green Arrow in DC, but in Marvel, he's Hawkeye. Okay. No idea. Never heard of him.
Yeah, I didn't even know Thor was a Marvel character before all this. I thought that was just the god. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So this opened up a huge Marvel universe with this movie. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Started all here.
Yep.
It's crazy. All right. That was Iron Man. We'll see if we do some more Marvel movies after this.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. See you guys next time.
Next time.